Hi there, Leonard Parker here again, and in this section of the SEO lesson, I'm going to go over business citations and listings for your SEO. So if you've done any digital marketing in the past, you probably have did already done some of this for your restoration business, whether it's Google My Business, Yelp, uh, Yahoo Local, Bing Places. There's a ton of them. If you've set up profiles on any of those websites, then you probably have already started building your citations. So in case you were doing that, I really didn't know why you were doing that. Business citations, I have this long paragraph here, but in a nutshell, business citations are references to your business online. So, Google has its own platform. There's a lot of different platforms. In a way, they factor into your SEO. If you're a legitimate business, there are going to be some general websites where you should be listed. So some samples again in Google My Business, superpages.com, mansa.com. But then there also are going to be niche industry relevant businesses where you should also be listed. So, when we're looking at damage restoration, that might be a little bit too specific, but maybe if we go one step higher and look at construction services, your Home Advisors, your Angie's List, and there's several others out there where you want to make sure that your business is listed and that you actually complete your profile. And these are important because if your competitors are on these different websites and they're getting reviews there, then that's a good idea or good indication that you need to be on those websites as well. So first thing, as I just mentioned, and that's important when you're looking at business citations, is making sure that you're present on them, that you at least have a profile there. And I've listed a few of the important ones here. Consistency. So you want to make sure that your name, address, and phone information are consistent across the board. So if you've ever moved locations or changed your business name, maybe you brought on a partner, or maybe you've changed your phone number over the years, just want to make sure that this is consistent across the board. Now, this is not as important as it was maybe a few years ago, but still, if you are setting this up, do it right. Just use the same information across the board. And if you're not sure, what is the information you should be using, I recommend that you use your Google My Business profile as kind of your master information reference. So everything should match that Google My Business profile. And then the third point here, and I think this is pretty obvious, but you want to focus on both niche. So again, for damage restoration, you might want to focus in on construction related websites and also local relevant opportunities. And I'm going to show you just some quick ways you can find some relevant websites. So let's just say we're looking for damage restoration business listing or business directory. That's a good one to use. These are going to be very related to what our clients do as restoration business owners. So it looks like we have something here, My Restoration Directory, businessnetworks.com. So they may or may not be relevant. It looks like this is from a local chamber of commerce. So unless you're in this area, it might not be very relevant. Floodlist.com. So it looks like maybe they focus on the insurance side of things. But I would just go through this and maybe just focus on the first 1 or 2 pages of the search results. Let's make this a little bit broader and do construction business directory. So constructionlinks.net, that looks really good. Builderspace.com, constructionworld.org. So there's actually, since it's more general, there are going to be more opportunities here. So I will just kind of play around with this construction business directory, construction business listings. Those are usually going to be your 2 main words, directory or listing. Now let's combine that with a location. So we've already did Houston, in Chicago. Why don't we take a look at Seattle? So depending on where you're located, you may find some opportunities, you may not. So Seattle Business Directory. So this looks more general to all types of businesses. But if you're in the greater Seattle area, could be a very good opportunity. USA Business Directory. So it looks like they have a Seattle section. SeattleOnly.com. That could be a really good one if you're in Seattle. And again, just focus on those that are on the first or second pages. Anything other than that, and it's probably not going to get much visibility anyway. So after you're done with that, the last step I would take a look at, and this is where we're going to go back to our Uber Suggest tool. So let's say if I'm in Seattle and I'm looking, I'm a water damage restoration company, see what maybe some of our competitors are doing. So I always just like to take the first competitor. So let's take a look at Water Damage Restoration of Seattle, see what they're doing. So we're going to go back to our Uber Suggest tool, plug in a URL. Not only can you use this tool to get keyword ideas, you can also use this tool to see which business listings, citations, and websites your competitors are getting backlinks from. And don't worry about backlinks. We'll go into that in more detail in one of the future videos. So backlinks. So these guys have 25 backlinks, and they're pointing from 8 referring domains. So the way to read this in non-SEO speak, you have 8 websites or referring domains, and from those 8 websites, they're getting 25 backlinks. So when it comes to doing a competitor analysis, I would focus more on this number, referring domains. For whatever reason, it looks like it only is reporting 1, so maybe they lost some of those. But it looks like they're getting just this one. So I think that's a good indication that maybe you want to look at some of the other websites. And just for our purposes, let's do that. PureDry.com, Seattle. Let's see what they have going on. So yeah, so the thing about this, it'll take out the actual page. So you're actually going to look at all of the backlinks linking to this website. But still, since it is a restoration company, it can give you some ideas on sites that you should be looking at. So right away, we zoom in here a bit, I see opportunity. So communitywalk.com, that's definitely a citation site. elocal.com, n49.com, at greatertown.com. Actually, most of these are what we call citation and business listing websites. So if I'm in Seattle, these guys, I believe they were ranking number 2. These would be some good sites if I'm not already on them to go ahead and add some profiles and set up some accounts on. But that's pretty much citations and business listings in a nutshell. Again, they're going to be service providers that are going to make this an ongoing thing month to month. Really, I would just focus on those important websites. So, your Yelps of the world, your HomeAdvisors, Angie List, Google My Business, Facebook Business, and then look at some of these industry related websites and location related websites. And then after that, I would say maybe no more than a month or 2, you can go on to other activities with your SEO campaign. Now, if all of this is new to you and you're still not quite clear on next steps, this is something that we do provide our SEO clients. But if you want to take this on yourself, we're happy to provide a free consultation. Just call the number here on the slide and we can look at your current situation, your competitors, and put together a high-level strategy for you. Now, just a heads up, I will make an offer at the end of that call if I do see that there is opportunities for ongoing collaboration. But if you're just looking, for some guidance, feel free to schedule a consultation. So thanks for watching. In the next segment, we're going to go back to the website and talk a little bit about on-page and technical SEO. And this is a very important pillar of a sound SEO campaign, so you want to be sure that you take a look. Thanks and take care.